Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello and welcome back to another weekly vlog. So I am starting the week off with a happy birthday to Julie at Camellia Crafts. It's Julie's birthday today. So I hope you have a lovely day indoors on your own crafting, because we're still in lockdown, so I don't think Julie's going to be painting the town red. Yeah, well, she could paint, but yeah. So I hope you have a lovely day and I hope you've had some lovely presents. So it's the 22nd of March and it's 8 AM. So good morning. Yeah, Ryan's just gone off to work. Eleanor's just finishing off getting ready for school and I need to clean the house. Ryan was off last week and he's one of them people, he goes in, he goes out, he goes in, he goes out. He leaves the door open, the dog's in and out. And so at the beginning of the week I said, you know what, I'm not going to attempt to hoover or mop because otherwise all week I'd have nag. And it doesn't serve a purpose for anybody. It gets on my nerves, it gets on his nerves. So I thought, just let it be. So I've kept everywhere tidy. It's not, well, I was going to say it's not messy, but he is and he isn't. He leaves things about, but it's not messy. So yeah, I need to clean up today. That is top priority. What else have I got to say? So what did we do last week? Let's have a quick think about last week. Oh yeah, so we've got right into the using our pre-made bases or printed bases. So I hope you're enjoying that. They're going to be on a Monday and a Friday for the foreseeable future because we've got lots of bases. Yeah, I'm not printing anything out unless it's for design team or unless I'm working on a project and I need to print out an extra sheet for that project. But apart from that, I am not printing out nothing new. If you remember, towards the end of last year, I printed out all the kits that I've not used and they're already in the folders. So I've got plenty of stuff printed out. And yeah, I've filmed quite a few of these bases and you know I've still got a massive pile because obviously every week I'm making things and I end up with more bases. So this could be a running theme. I mean, I'll probably, once I get on top of them, put it down to once a week, but I think it's going to be I mean I noticed like Gail has a weekly you know, keeping on top of the scraps and things. So maybe I'm pretty good with, when I do a project, I tend to use everything that I've printed out. So I don't end up with a lot of papers left, but my problem is the actual bases. And that's because on a lot of things, well, one, we've got, you know, as printed bases, what are plain and need a bit of something. But a lot of them come from challenges where I've not decorated them. So I'm trying as much as possible now in challenges to get things decorated. But it was like last week, Roxy's challenge, I cut a load of papers for, I think it was the envelopes. And I didn't get them all done. So now this is, you know, in this basket. So, yeah. So, yes. And like I say, everybody's got bases, haven't they? So I'm sure you can do your bases while you're watching me. Or you can just watch me with a cup of tea and not do your bases. It's up to you. What else did we do? Oh, yeah, it was the last one of the Crispire using the square seals. That went down really well, and yeah, I really enjoyed how they looked, the squares. I thought it was fab. I think it gave it a totally different look to the round ones. So yeah, they've been back in touch with me and they'd like me to do something else with them. So I forget what I've ordered. I think it might be a bird. I think I just had one new stamp. I've had some blues because I would like some blue ones for my blue projects, because obviously I only went for like browns and greens when I got white, didn't I? So yeah, I've had some blue ones, and I think I've got some like more stationery type things from them, so they'll be winging the way to me. Yeah, we did another altered book spread. We've only got two left. I have filmed the flip through. I've put the spine, covered the spine with the material, and I have filmed the flip through for that. And we also started back on the Amazon packaging journal. Oh, I'm absolutely loving that. The blue kits and the birds. Originally, it was going to be more botanicals with a few birds in, but yeah, the way it's going, it's looking like it's going to be really a bird journal with some botanicals instead of the other way around. But yeah, I'm loving how that's developing. So I don't know what we're going to be doing, what's coming up this week. I mean, you don't see this till a Sunday, so it's kind of like a week. I think next week it's much of the same really. I've not done DD Pocket one for a while, so there's one of those coming up. I've just not got a spare space filming wise to slot it in, but yeah, so yeah, for the next few weeks I have got a spare slot, so I have pre-filmed a few of those. So what do we do on a Monday? It's Mail Monday, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, that was rubbish. So last week you might have seen that I had some, well, Dee sent me some lovely wallpapers. So Dee, I'm sure Dee's channel is called Dee's Crafty Place. I will put a link in the description. And yeah, she sent me some neutral coloured wallpapers. And then I noticed that she'd done a flip through and she put some packs up. So I thought, oh, I'd love some blues and greys to go with, well, to go with the Amazon folder and other blue things, because I do like blue. So she sent me this. Isn't this pretty? I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because it's very see-through. Which could actually be a good thing. I mean, that'd be lovely. Just that panel as a side tuck or something. So yeah, really love this. So the material's beautiful. So she's sent me that, which was beautiful, and she did put me some extra bits of wallpaper in. So we'll just have a quick flip through. Look at this. And like I say, it's all from the same company, and they're really, really thick wallpapers. I mean, I bet you a roll of this would cost an absolute fortune if you was decorating your house in it. I love that. And I've got it in a bit of a yellowy, well, I don't know, is that called that citrine or something? It looks like a toned down version of that. I love that. That's so springy. This one, I like this. It's got a bit of shine to it. That's really beautiful. I can see that going in that Amazon journal. That's beautiful. And again, it's really textured. Feels really nice, that does. There's the two pieces now. It's so thick. This one, oh, I love this one. So yeah, they're absolutely fabulous. So I think I've got enough wallpaper now for lots of pockets and things. That's another one. That's that one. And this one, which I love these ones. Look as if they've been just stamped. I mean, I guess they have at some point, but yeah, fab. So thank you very much, Dee. absolutely lovely. I will keep my eye on your shop because you do keep saying that you've got some fabrics, which I'm guessing this is from. And I know you're going to be putting some of those kits up, so I'd be very interested to see what you've got. So I need a place for those. I think, well, this I'm going to keep out and put in with my botanicals, but I think for now I'm just going to slip those in the box with the blue journal to remind me to use them. I'm just going to pause and say bye to Eleanor. Okay, I'm back. She's gone. Excuse me. I've not opened this yet because it's a little bit boring, but I'm quite excited about it. He will start and bark now because he'll be worried where's she gone, and do I realise I'm in the house on my own. So I'm going to pause again until he'll be quiet. He'll be quiet. Oh, hold on. Is he going to be quiet? Ooh. It could be. Right, we'll carry on. Yeah, I bought some felt because I've kind of paused. I mean, the botanical series is still going on because obviously we're doing the bases and things. But if you remember back to, I don't know how many weeks ago, but I was doing fabric embellishments, and then that kind of stopped. And I've started doing these bases. But I am still actually on botanical embellishments using like some kind of material. And I thought, I mean, I've used felt before when I can't remember what I've used it for. Oh, I think in the dream catchers when I was doing like unicorn ones and things, I was cutting, what was I cutting out of it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so I thought, oh, it'd be nice having some felt and doing some clusters, incorporating felt, because it's just a really tactile material, and I always think it looks quite, I don't know, rustic and stuff. So there was somebody on eBay, I'm not sure, it's not a shop that I've ever used before. I mean, if anybody's in the UK and interested, do give me a shout and I will grab you the link. And they sold these in, because at first I was looking at buying single sheets and I got sick of like looking at people's, and because I wanted a good selection of greens, and they perhaps only had 2 or 3 green tones. But this place, you know, sold a green pack and a brown pack, and they are all different, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, that, at first I did think it was that. Yeah, that's different as well. So, yeah, this is going to last a long time. But I have got a few projects in mind. I like that they're these smaller squares, actually. They're nice and compact. So I'm going to have to find a place for them. I don't think I can keep them out in with my botanical like materials, because it would just fill my tub up. And then I've obviously had them in the brown, which I'll probably use these more in autumn. So yeah, I love the range of colours. Right, I just had to pause. He was up to no good. So yeah, these are going to be beautiful for autumn. And they did, you know, mixed packs as well. But yeah, I just wanted greens and browns. So that's those. So they're fab. I'll have to find a bag and pop them both in. So that's all I've got to show you this week. Obviously, did I have the stamp area the week before? And I have done a separate flip through of that, because I thought anybody who's interested might just want to, you know, look at that on its own. I have bought another pad and I will do another flip through, which you'll see tomorrow by time, because obviously you'll see this Sunday. So it'll go up the following Monday. This Monday, today, as I'm filming, you'll remember last Monday, or it was the Tuesday, wasn't it? I started this project. I won't show it you because obviously you'll have seen the flip through, but yeah, I absolutely love it. And then I've put that in there. So this file folder part is just an interactive element, which I absolutely love. So yeah, my idea behind this was kind of, you could use this for like quotes and little ideas and, you know, small writings, and anything bigger, you've got your one signature journal in there, and then that's full of ephemera to either put in there or do as you please. But so yeah, I'm really liking this like 4-piece set. It was really fun, and I've used, you know, the middle file folder with the tab, because I either use these ones as, you know, backing, or I just cut the top off and do something not as tall. But I thought that was a good idea for them. This feels really good. So yeah, maybe another time I could get a bit more adventurous, because I've seen these kinds of things before, quite lacy and things like that. But as a set, I thought, to me, there's enough lace on it. And obviously there's lace down there as well. So yes, I'm going to be doing another one of these this week, which I'll show you that later in the week. So yeah, I've been really doing this most of the week, and I'm very happy with it. So did I just say that I've got another page? Yeah, that I'm going to show next Monday. I don't know why I went from that to that. So it's another like winter forest type thing. So obviously these are going to be kits that I'm papers that I'm going to be using later in the year. I am on the lookout for some papers that are going to be quite plain, maybe textured, like wood texture and things like that, to go with the stamp area and the other pad that I've got. So yeah, that's why I like to plan projects early, because yeah, I like to think about them. Just like to think. So that was all I had, but I'm going to show you this now, and you probably won't see it again for a while. I've been a bit naughty. I've bought myself an early birthday present. Julie said, because obviously Julie's, you know, coming up to Julie's birthday, she was like, it's nowhere near your birthday, because mine's not until July. And I was like, yeah, but it's only in 4 months. And I've treated myself to an Edith Holden little teapot and a teacup. Let's look at this. Oh, it's absolutely fabulous. Look at the lid. It's got little forget-me-nots on. So yeah, I had this from eBay, and it's a Centurial one. So I think that 100 years was, yeah, 1906 to 2006. So this is anyone in the UK, definitely. It's a Marks and Spencer's one. I think they used to do Edwardian lady things quite often. I'm not sure if they do so now, but I know they've done calendars and things like that. I've never seen them, but I know they have. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. So this, when I get back onto doing my Edith Holden, I'll be able to. I really do need to buy myself a little kettle up here. I've just not got space, but yes. So we can have tea and biscuits. So yeah, very, very cute, and I got it for a pretty reasonable price. Yeah, but I love it. It's just so dinky. I can remember buying my grandma something like this. Not, you know, Edith Holden, but one Mother's Day. And I've always thought they're just so cute. You can just see, can't you? I don't know, it's like breakfast in bed type thing. Yeah, it's just cute. I love it. So I need to put it somewhere safe, but I want to I want to look at it. I don't want to put it somewhere that I can't see it. I have been having it on my desk in the corner, but when I've got my cutting board on the table, it doesn't fit. So that's it. I think that's all I've got to say on this Monday. I've not really looked outside, so I don't know what weather's like. Last week, at the beginning of the week, it was a bit hit and miss, very April shower type thing. Let me just have a drink. But towards the end of the week, it did cheer up. Still not very sunny, so it still had that coldness. But I've noticed now that it's not getting dark till about 6:30 at night, and the clocks do something on Sunday. I don't know if they go backwards or forwards. I suppose they go forwards, do they? I don't know. I'm sure somebody will tell me before it happens. I'm going to say Ryan will know. So yeah, we'll obviously start seeing a bit more lighter nights. And last week when Ryan was off, he did get a bit of stuff done in the garden. He started moving more things around. And he's started extending the decking out for where he's going to have his barbecue and his shed. So, yeah. And I think he said he was off in the Easter holidays for a week as well. So, hopefully, he'll be able to get on with that. So, the garden, it's not going to be finished this year. It just hasn't got the time. We're working full time. It's only really when he's off for a week that he can get into it. And I think after Easter, his next holiday is when we're supposed to be going to Devon for the week. That's if it still happens with lockdown. I'm unsure, but yeah, and then I don't think he'll be off till like August time. Well, by time August time, if we've had a decent summer, it's normally too hot to be doing anything. So, yeah. But yeah, I think by next year, I can see his barbecue. He said he's not building a barbecue this year. I think we're just going to buy a cheap one. So yeah, I think it'll be half done this year. So it's exciting. But yeah, it's going to obviously take a few years for all the plants to grow and mature. That's the only thing when you're doing something new. You're gonna wait for the plants to mature. So yeah, just waffling now. I'm going. I've not got any. Well, I've got about 3 pieces of trash. So I don't think I'm bothering with Tuesday's trash. I think the last time everybody must have ate the cereals, and now in my house, if I buy 2 or 3 packets of cereals, which I do. Because one week Eleanor will love something, the week after she's gone totally off it, and Ryan's the same. I just have one because I'm gluten free, so I have my separate one. I have a porridge and I have another cereal. But yeah, what they tend to do is open every single one, have a bowl, you know, and they're all empty at the same time. So yeah. That's it. I'm going. So have a lovely week. Whatever you're doing, let me know what you've been up to this week. Oh yeah, I must write that down. I have got something I want to chat about, but I'll do that later in the week because I not have nothing to say, will I? Right, I'll see you later in the week. Bye for now. Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello and welcome back. It is Wednesday. I've had a busy week so far. Monday I cleaned. I managed to fit in a small amount of crafting. So as soon as Alan had gone to school and Ryan had gone to work, I got downstairs done. Then I had an hour or so crafting before I did upstairs. And then yesterday was packing orders, and now we're on Wednesday, and later today it will be posting orders and food shopping. So yeah, the beginning of the week I don't tend to get that much done crafting wise. Mine's more you know, from Wednesday onwards, and then I have to work like the clappers Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get headway with these things. So you'd have seen the flip through by now, well hopefully if you watched it, of the Artie Mays Back to Nature, Walk with Nature. I don't know why I keep, because they are pretty similar kits. They're both blue, but yeah, they're very different but similar, if you know what I mean. I don't have the other one, which I don't know its name. Anyway, so this week, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with that project. I really like the 4-piece kind of thing, and I'm liking that the file folder is more your interactive element without having to have the bulk of having a notepad, you know, one signature journal inside, that you've got a separate pouch to keep your journal in. And yeah, I really like that because I just love the file folder element of it, the interactiveness. Yeah. So anyway, this week, get on with it. I'm using another kit from Andrea. I think I've got one more kit of Andrea's to use, what I've printed out, and that is a kit that I've used before, and I've used it a couple of times, and that is her mushroom and fern kit. I'd printed it out again to do it in the Woodland series last year, but I think obviously because it was my first year on YouTube, I didn't really plan, like I wanted the Woodland series to be a really long running series, but I felt as if I had to cut the end bit short. I made all this ephemera and embellishments, and then I only literally made one like big thing at the end of it, and I even had to just squeeze that in, because it was just, then it's like, oh, it's Christmas, best get on with something Christmassy. And even though I didn't do Christmas as such, I did do winter projects. So yeah, I'd printed that out, and I'd printed the kit out from Musings by Nikki, and I didn't get around to using either of them. So Andrea's one is quite pale greens and things, so I feel like I could use that, whereas Nikki's is very brown and stuff, so I am going to save that for later in the year. But this kit is called Beautiful Birds, and it's beautiful. it's really beautiful. I'm guessing you'll all have seen it. I don't know what I've done with the papers. Oh, there they are. Dropping things. So I've cut all the elements out. It's a massive kit, whereas the one that I used last week, it wasn't a very big kit, but it was still big enough for what I wanted, and I did use all of it. So I bought the Traveller's Notebook. I had this because, bear in mind, I bought these last year, and I had this thing that I was going to do Traveller's Notebooks, and I'm not that keen on the size. I like them to writing because they're perfect for like list kind of writing, but I don't particularly like making them because I just find them just too narrow. So yeah, obviously all these pages are like so, which is fine because I'm not making a journal out of it. The journal that goes with it, the one signature, will be with tea stain paper. So I'm only using these to decorate, which isn't too much of a problem. Obviously, we've still got the problem of this isn't high enough for a file folder, but with this kit, there's 4 different backing papers, whereas and the really non-directional. I think they was made to go landscape, but they're actually fine portrait, whereas the plain ones in the other kit, the pattern was it looked the wrong way around when you had it that way. So this means, if you remember the last one, I like collaged it, so I filled in like the sides with book pages and then filled in with kit bits. I hope that made sense. I'm sure it did, but yeah, it sounded like a bit of a waffle. So we've got this one, and I've printed them out twice because yeah, I knew that these would be used, you know, as a cover. That one, which is beautiful, isn't it? And you can just see music notes behind it. And this one, that probably is a bit more, I mean, it looks fine like that, but I do think with the stems and that's probably is more landscaping. And this one, and because the text is going all different directions, that would be fine to go that way. So one of those will be used as the, you know, to cover the cover. I probably printed these out twice, so I don't know if they're in any order or not. But how pretty is this? You'll know that I'm not a massive pink person, but I mean, I do love pink. I just don't like working with it. Like, I like watching people do things with pink. But yeah, I just find it a difficult colour to use. But with the greens and the beiges and the browns, I really love it. It's got a nice tone to it, that has. And that one, Birds of Berkshire. And then I did try and print them off. I expanded them, which for that one, I mean, that got trapped in my printer, but if you ignore that, for that one, it's fine. And for that one, it was fine. Which is the one that wasn't fine? This one, it chopped the bird's head off. and that's the only thing with, if you have bought a traveller's notebook, yes, some of them you can make bigger. Sometimes they look as if they've been a little bit stretched, which they don't on these. But obviously, if you've got images towards the top, you can then cut part of them off. So that is the kit. Now, I don't know if you'll remember, or if I even said, I'd bought some green. Well, I've bought them in buff and in green. So the document wallets. And Julie makes her, she has these like, I don't know what she calls them. I would say that they're more for lists and things like that. It's a little oh gosh, she's done a video on it. Oh, sorry, Julie. It's got, you know, some pockets and a notebook that you can take in and out kind of thing. And anyway, they're always in a shop, and they're lovely. And she did one for winter, but normally she does them with this green as the back. And I did say to her once, oh, I'd love to see what that green looks like with Edith Holden. So I think she cut me some file folders down and sent them me, and I put it with the Edith Holden, and it does look fab. I have used these before in one of the Edith Holden. in fact, I think I've used them twice as the actual tag base and the fab. They really go nice with the kind of creamy beiges. So I bought a box. I think there's 100 of them, which is fab because me and Julie was talking about it. Actually, it was cheaper because I was like, what am I going to do with it? And it seems wasteful just, you know, cutting it down for tags and things. But it's actually worked out cheaper than buying A4 pieces of card to back tags. So, yeah, I'm just going to use it as whatever I want. And then I've got this buff one and I've yet to use that. And that's really, that would have probably gone really nice with this as well, because it's got a bit of it's a bit like the tea dye kind of colour, thinking about it. It's got that pink undertone. So I've decided to use one of these instead of a file folder. I don't know why, because I have got a box of file folders too, but I just thought the greens would go really lovely with this kit. And I opened it up to kind of think about the space and how I was going to use it, because obviously we've got these very deep score lines in, so you wouldn't really want that in the middle of your project. Yeah, you could probably cover it up. I mean, I could put that decorator's tape down it and I'm sure that would like fill this groove in a little bit. But anyway, I was just getting a good kind of feel for the size of it and things. I cut down the size because you'll see where it grooves in, so I cut it along so I could see exactly what I'd got. And at first I can't remember which way I did it, but I did wonder, because obviously a normal file folder is like that and there's two of, but this is a lot thicker, so you wouldn't want it double, which meant that I needed less paper because I only need it once instead of double. I hope that makes sense. So I've cut one down. I'm gonna have to reach for my cup of tea in a minute because I've just talked myself dry. So what I did, let's just undo it. So you can see that this is this. So it's cut down a little bit this way. I've kept this part, I've kept some of the bottom part, and I've kept some of the bottom part on this side. So, and then I've turned it back to front. So this is going to be one of those, you know, string and button closures, like so. So that's the top part, and we've got this nice spine already in there, because the last one that I did, I didn't put a spine in it. I just did a flap over, and I didn't really allow myself much of a space, which it wasn't a problem, but as I was doing it I did think, why didn't I put a proper spine in it? So here we have a lovely spine, so that could actually go like that, and I could have a pretty substantial notebook in there. And I probably need to put actually a spine in the bottom one as well. Yes, so I will do that. So yeah, that's just the top and the bottom. I've obviously cut that down, I think a touch, and I've cut that down as well. And then I've just cut this section out here. It does all need straightening up. This was just a rough, and I drew round the file folder to get the tab part. And then I'm unsure if to have this way, which I'm not. I've decided actually it's going to flip and then there's going to be a back pocket. But if I use it like that, you can see that I've obviously cut it too far in, because when I was thinking about doing it, I obviously thought I was going to use the pocket in the inside, so I wanted this clear from the spine part, but yeah, if I do it that way now, I've got that gap. But I'm sure it doesn't matter, because I could have a snippet, some of my snippet roll down there, and it would actually hide that. Or I mean, I could even, I don't know, I can extend it anyway. Like, there's ways around it, isn't there? So yeah, that's that. Then with what was left, I've made, you know, like an envelope, which is going to be one of those expandable ones what I did in the Roxy challenge, which will have the ephemera in. So with this one, I'm going to make a cover, and I don't know if I'll get the cover and a pouch out of it. I might have to open another one, which is fine, because I probably need this bit for a pouch and again that bit for the journal. But I'm going to have lots left over, top and bottom, which can then be used. Oh, they can go in that pot, can't they? Unfinished bases. Oh dear. So yes, that is planned. So I'm not starting it today because I'm still kind of thinking, but I have got as far as, like I say, I have cut everything out, and I've got a few little things out that I'd like to use in it. So I've got this lovely craft notebook, which I want it to have a home in here. And then I made this ages ago, when I first saw expandable pockets, and yeah, I love it. So I want this to go in there somewhere, because I just think it would be so cute with like little stamps and tickets and things. And I've got a few like die cut things what Violet's done me. So I've got this pocket, so I'd like to incorporate that somewhere. Just had an idea, because I could actually put some holes in there, and maybe either put some little jump rings or string and have it like so. So that's an idea. Then I've got this lovely piece that she made me, so that's gonna go in there with some vellum. I don't know if I'll put some dried flowers in again or something like that. And then she'd made me these. I did something like this in the colour challenge, I forget which one it was, and I did like a garden at the back of it, and this was like, you know, some gates. So I've not used one of these for a while, so I pulled them out, and I'm really liking the craft with the green. Obviously this is going to be covered up, but I would like to keep some of it, like I'm thinking of perhaps not covering these flaps and keeping them green. I would like to keep some just green, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, you have these ideas, don't you? And I do feel like once you get into a project, it does kind of lead you, and sometimes it's not the way that you'd, you know, originally seen it. So I've got another one of those lovely patches. Sorry, it's not a pouch, it's a patch. It was a bit, well, quite a bit bigger than than it was, so I've cut it down. I think I've done it pretty straight. I'm getting a little bit better with these scissors. It is definitely a confidence thing because they're so big. I think you're that worried about what it's going to be cutting, that you do quite small movements. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting a bit more confident, because at the end of the day they are massive and they are really sharp. I'm sure if you caught yourself on them, it would be a mess. It would be a messy project. So I was just thinking about what paper am I going to use at the back of it. I mean, I'm loving it on this green. Look at this green in the leaves. It's very similar tones, especially as you get further down the leaf. So I don't know, I don't even need that on, do I? See, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Because it's as if the leaves have been extended. So yeah, I do like that. I think I would matte it again on something. I'd probably bring more brown into it. So that's that one. No, that's too busy, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful, but I think that's too busy for it. It is too busy. So that's a no. Obviously that can be used inside. So then we've got this one, which doesn't do anything for it, does it? And it's funny, I've got this pattern in quite a few different kits in different tones and things, and it is one of my favourite patterns. But yeah, it's too limey coloured. It's not the right tone to me. This is a warmer tone, and this is quite a cold tone. So yeah, that's a no for that. And I'm guessing it'll be the same for this one, because I think it's got a little bit more brown in, but it's still got those. I mean, I prefer that to the other one, but it's still not right. So actually that's quite strange, because at first I did say that really this, you can see that this is more a landscape. Lamb? Did I say lamb? Landscape. But obviously you're not gonna see where these branches have come out anyway, so it really makes no difference. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use. So that was easy. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I'm doing today. It was really kind of, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm thinking, and that's as far as I've got. But yeah, I'm loving this, that this is all one piece. So yeah, I want to explore that more, the next one. In fact, the buff folders that I've just been speaking about would actually go nice. Well, these green would as well, but they go nice with the fern and mushroom kit, what I was just on about. So yes, I wish, because widthways, look, I've not actually had to take that much off. I wish they'd have been longer, so I could have had a piece that did come round from it. Maybe next time I might leave that length, because then I would have a hinge to then place something on, because normally, see, I would attach things. So if it on a normal file folder or it's double, I would put the hinge inside the double part, so I then wouldn't have to cover the hinge. So obviously I'm going to have to think about where I'm placing things before I cover it, because I mean I probably wouldn't cover that anyway. I'd probably just stamp it. But if there was anything that I want, say if I used a big envelope and it had got a big flap on it, you know, a big, I'm not going to want to see that. So that's something I'd have to place in and cover first. Whereas in a file folder, I can normally hide those things within the middle. Look at that brown against that green. It's marvellous. So yeah, these are going to be really nice to do things in the botanicals. So yeah, lots to think about. I do think this one is probably going to take me a little bit longer, because I don't know, just because I've got to just think of it a bit different. It's the same but different. Anyway, that's enough of my ramblings. So I shall keep that. In fact, I'll keep that in there, because and I'll keep that in there. So that's as far as we've got. And yeah, there's absolutely tons of ephemera, and there was a full sheet. I don't know if I put them in something small. I don't think I did. I need to get them out and put them in a little bag. There was loads of really small elements, so I've obviously not bothered cutting them out yet. Yeah, all these really tiny things, which I'm obviously not going to be able to use all in that folder, but these are going to make great clusters and those snippet lace rolls and stuff that I do. So yeah, I'm definitely going to make some things with these, because I would probably try and keep these more neutral ones for further projects. Oh yeah, they go lovely together. I love that colour. Really love it. So yeah, there's tons. I think there's even more than this. They're probably underneath these things. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to use all this. I think you could really do 2 projects. You'd have to print the kit paper out twice, but ephemera wise, you'd have enough for 2. That's beautiful. Really love that image. The sunflowers and the butterflies and the titters. Beautiful. So, oh yeah, and there's I've kept all the tags like joined on in case I do want to use them in that way. So I've started doing that a lot now with kits, just keeping things together, because you don't know how you're going to want to use them. And many a time I've thought, oh, I wish I'd have kept that like that. There's loads of pockets in this kit. And there's loads of these pieces. I think these are my favourite kind of piece from Andrea. I love the size. And I love that you can make them into little notebooks and things. I think they're really versatile piece. That's pretty. Yeah, so there's loads of pockets. I'm sure there's more than that. I felt like I'd cut. Oh yeah, there's these tall ones. So I could do with really getting a little bag and putting all the tiny elements inside, so I'm not forever rooting through them. So I'm going because I'm just waffled. So yeah, I'll see how I go this week, because I am a little bit short on time. I might not actually get that much of this made, so I might even do a bit more in it in next week's vlog. So I think that'll be probably it from me this this week because I think we probably at about an hour on the vlogs, and like I said, I do want to keep them at hour or just under, but whew, it's so hard. I've not heard anything back from work as yet. I can't remember what I'd said last week, but yeah, I'd said that they'd looked into the way that they review me, and they have seen that it is a bit of a unfair process. So that's kind of sorted out, and I'm still kind of waiting. Are they going to get occupation health involved and like look at my role and see if they can help me a bit more? And they've still not got back to me of when I'm actually starting back at work. I'm thinking now they've moved my holidays because it's going to be the Easter holidays soon, and my mum hasn't had, well, she'll have her second jab just before the Easter holidays. Well, she needs a couple of weeks then to be, you know, for it to be a bit safer. So really, well, I can't send on to my mum's until after the Easter holidays. So they've changed some of my July, August holidays and put them in for Easter. So I'm hoping that I will be off from now till after Easter, but I don't know if I might have to go in for a week before Easter or not. We shall see. But I feel a lot better about it. I think one, it was because there was so many different parts to sort out. There was the review system, the looking at my role, like I say, we're getting new hours, we could be moved to new departments, that's, you know, across the store. So we'd got that, and then when am I going back? And obviously I've gone from being totally in the house to, I'm back at work, and I'm not good with that. 1 minute I'm doing one thing and another minute I'm doing something else. I need time to formulate my brain. So yeah, I think because there was all different things, I found it very hard to I wish I could say that, to put things in different compartments. I just give up trying to say that, Tanya. But now I've kind of, you know, they're all in their own little file folders now, so I've not got one massive problem. What I have got is a couple of issues, and that's been a lot more manageable for me to well, I'm not worrying about it anymore. It's just lessened it. But I think when a lot of things happen or need sorting out at the same time, it's as if it's a massive thing, but until you've like really thought about it in different segments, and it's like, actually it's not a massive thing, it's just several things that need addressing, and then you can address each of those issues separately. So that's really helped me. It just takes me a few days to get that sensibility and yeah, not be highly emotional about it, and calm back down and then think, right. So yeah, I'm absolutely fine about that. I'm really looking forward to actually being back at work. Obviously I am worrying about how I'm going to manage everything. I know physically it's going to be a real shock because, you know, I've not been doing physical things at home. And I know, you know, with my condition, it takes me a long time to kind of build up. So yeah, there's the worry of that, am I going to be poorly? You know, my legs are going to hurt even more. My hips are going to hurt even more because I'm going to be, you know, on my feet. And obviously I know that I'm physically in more pain when I'm actually, you know, doing my job. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to that part of it. But I am missing the social side of it. I'm missing that, having that somewhere to go, and things, because I do like that side of work, and I have worked there nearly 10 years, and yeah, like, I obviously miss the people, and that kind of atmosphere of working in the shop and things. I do like that. I mean, I would, like I say, I would love to get down to just doing 1 day a week. I'm nowhere near thinking about not being there. But yeah, 1 day a week would suit me a lot better. I'd have lots more time to do creative things. So that's me. I just thought I'd update you on that. Nothing else has really happened. I don't think nothing's happened. The mind really happened. I really don't think anything's happened. Eleanor's got the rest of this week at school and then part of the following week at school, and she'll break up on the Thursday, because then on the Friday it's actually Good Friday. So yeah, that seems to, I think Easter's a lot earlier, isn't it, this year? So that's it. I shall see you through the week, and I shall see you next Sunday for the vlog. Getting very close to obviously doing the giveaway for the altered book, and I have got another idea, a giveaway idea, but I'll discuss it next week, in the next week's vlog, actually, because it's still in that of formulating it in my head. Right, take care, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye for now.